So Chris, this is it. You are retiring. And first off, I want to ask you, how long have you been in the fitness industry?
About 5 years.
And in that 5 years, how many clients did you see every year?
Every year I probably saw between 15 to 25 in a year. So, but sometimes it was the same client every year, so maybe 100 over the 5 years.
And how many sessions did you do in the 5 years?
My first year I maybe did a few hundred, but every year after that I did well over 1,000. So probably 5,000 to 7,000 in that time.
Wow, that's incredible. Quick question, how did you enter the fitness industry, or why?
I used to be a junkie, and I got sober. I went to the hospital, and when I left, I was in the hospital for about a month. When I got out, I had to make a huge directional change with my life. And at the time, I was not very happy with the way my body looked. And it became an obsession of mine to get into good shape. And when I got into good shape, I wanted to help other people get into good shape. And that's how I landed on being a trainer.
How did COVID affect the fitness industry?
COVID decimated the fitness industry. A lot of trainers I know, a lot of them left the industry entirely, or had to go a completely different direction, or they struggled through the entire year of COVID. Which I'm very unfortunate. I think the fitness industry is one of the hardest hit industries during COVID. But some of us adjusted. I know I did. I got very lucky. But I think I did very well over COVID.
So Chris, you say that you are retiring from the fitness industry, which is such a big loss. But I do want to ask you, in your 5 years as a personal trainer, what were the pros and cons that you experienced in that time?
I'll start with the cons. I think the pros definitely outweigh them. It's extremely labor intensive, especially if you're doing a lot of sessions. You're always, I've worked construction, and I don't think that was as hard as being a personal trainer. And then the other thing is, unfortunately, it's not a refined industry yet. It's saturated with a lot of false information and vanity, and it's sometimes things are successful for all the wrong reasons. And if you know what actually works or what actually is important, like, a lot of the battle as a trainer is almost debunking a lot of myths that are out there, or fads that are popular. Or in the last thing that I really enjoyed and didn't enjoy was, you kind of, you're a lot of times you're more of a therapist than you are a trainer. And if you're seeing 6 to 12 people in a day, it can get a little mentally draining if you're not prepared for it. And that's just something I wasn't ready. There was definitely some really amazing moments where I was able to help people through tough times in their lives, but it was also mentally very draining. Just all day, every day, sometimes dealing with people's problems, which is not like I'm saying bad that they have problems, but it was just something I wasn't ready for when I became a trainer. Now, the pros of training that are really amazing is the people I've worked with, the clients I've had, the other trainers I've worked with, how much I've learned, and then just the stability and growth I found in myself as a person, and not just with my body, but with my own character and my own personality. The fitness industry has forced me to grow up and to toughen up a lot. And the experiences I've had in the last 5 years, I don't know if I'll ever have an experience like that again, because it really helped form me into the man that I am today. And I'm very grateful for everything that I've experienced in the last 5 years to help turn me into who I am today.
So what inspired you to create AnkleThingy?
Well, it's a long story, but essentially one of my clients needed ankle therapy constantly, and a lot of people do. The problem is it's a labor intensive thing, and you need a professional present to do a lot of rehab for your ankle, especially when it's on the front of your ankle. And he was traveling so much, and I couldn't see him all the time. But he asked me if there was anything, like a product out there that he could use while I wasn't there, that would do what I did for him during our sessions. And I searched and searched and searched, and I couldn't find anything. And so I resorted to making something myself, and then after refining it for month after month after month, it really turned into like an actual product that I want to get out to the rest of the fitness industry, because I really think it can help a lot of people, not just the patients that are going to be using it, but the professionals who used to have to do this all manually themselves. Like, I think it's going to be something that could really change the rehabilitation world.
That is incredible to hear as well, because it's going to change the industry, which is so exciting.
I brought Gert, one of my old colleagues at Equinox. He was a trainer, and then later he became a manager. He has a history in biokinetics and physical therapy and personal training. So I actually wanted to show it to him first out of a lot of people, because he is exactly the type of person that would appreciate a product like this, and the person I would try to get it to. And he fell in love with it, and I wanted him on my team as quickly as possible. And so he's on now, and he's gonna help me a lot with, getting this out there to as many people as we can. And I'm really happy that he joined. I couldn't have asked for a better partner.